Fetty the rest of digits.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Reynaldo Lopez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think, they can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Arcia whips it to first. Lindor retired. Here's a Mets lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Francisco Lindor.
Well, he's got an 11-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I mean, that means he's hitting lefties, righties, submariners, starters, relievers, you name it. He's very comfortable in the box, and that's such a great place to be as a hitter. Makes you excited to come to the ballpark every day.
Line drive.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, 3rd in the NL in RBIs this year. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Alonso is waved home. He'll score.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. They limit the damage here. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today on the hill, Clay Holmes. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Up one whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Struck him out looking. So up next, Michael Harris II. Harris went deep in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And he beats it. He's safe. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Over to first, and he's saved. Ozuna looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game. And a foul ball.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300?
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here comes Austin Riley on the ground right side, and that's just foul. Riley matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. And that one hit to first. Has some trouble with it. Gets it there in time, though. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. 1 left for Atlanta. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at Truist Park. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Vientos in his 3rd season, 25 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Lopez back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Lopez fires. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 away. Really aggressive at the plate. That at bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all 3 of the pitches, Boog, and that's not a bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Inside. And that is ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's outside, and the count is filled up. And he deals. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And the batter now, Luis Angel Acuna. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. There's a swing and a drive. Profar going back. Banks off the wall. And he'll pull into second safely.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Two on, one out. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Golden opportunity right here. On its way to the corner, Acuna on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. And the 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
And fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Matt Olson.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Olson with a homer in his last game. That one fouled off. Holmes ready to fire now. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Here's Profar down.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul, out of play. And the slider just misses.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
First and second, one out. And the batter now, Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. Still slings it to second. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Here's Orlando Arcia. In the air, out towards left center. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Acuna now.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Albies on second. Murphy at first. 2 out of the inning. In the air, out towards right center. Series sizing it up. Stretches out and hauls it in. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We played 2 full. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Alonso.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. Reached on an infield single his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. That's too low, and that's ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Murphy makes the grab, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 9,
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Doubled in his first AB. And there's a foul ball. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Now batting.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 down, and now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. That's in there. 0-1. Winker needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ball 1 there.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
That misses. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 hit is all they get. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Lindor pulls it down, and there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, the designated hitter,
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. A little bit low, and it's 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Austin Riley. That one drifts inside. On the ground right side. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. Still tied, 1-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Mark Vientos.
That one not close. Ball 1.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Go ahead run on base. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And now it's Jose Siri. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball right side. The throw to first. 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one the other way. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark. Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Profar gets a piece there. To the right side, and foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, out of air. A solo shot. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 3-2.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just
third out. Long ball draws the Braves closer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Lopez back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now it's going to be Pete Alonso. 1 for 2. Upstairs. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Movement in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Swings through that one.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated. And if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris makes the grab, 1 down.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Soto leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Jesse Winker.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Reynaldo Lopez departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Pierce Johnson will take over.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit. And fires in a fastball at 95.
0-1.
Runners on first and third, 2 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. His 14th of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 6-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
1-0.
And the first offering is not close. That one is upstairs.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Pierce Johnson fires. In there at the knees. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Mets get 3 on this homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matched up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. now at the plate, and that's in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Siri hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But They should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Harris at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. First pitch just misses.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
2 outs. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Reaching down and makes the grab. Braves strand 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it's off the wall, but foul. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. Well, there's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Move to first, and he's back in safely. Now here is Jose Siri, and right back to the mound. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. It gets down, a base hit. The run comes in from second, hung up in a rundown now. Tries to get back in time, but they got him. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. 1 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So man aboard, stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Swung on, belted. Harris ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Braves 2.
Now pitching for
Back
New
now
York.
for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Riley.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no
Now
messing
batting,
around
first
either.
baseman,
All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Olsen, batting with one down, takes a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Profar in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Profar gets a piece there. Two down, nobody on, and they'll do it again. Fans another, and that's three straight strikeouts. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Brandon Nimmo digs in now.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
To the right side. He takes it on his own. One up, one down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse.
So now the DH
Winker.
spot, Jesse Winker. That one to first. Olsen takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So two down now, and here is Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike. Action in the pen down there. Buck Farmer up and loosening in the pen. Number 63 warming up as well. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hammered, base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Outside.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Two outs, two in scoring position. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Jose Siri, the next to hit. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reed-Foley.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Reed-Foley, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Foul ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side
Now
across
batting,
the strike
the
zone,
catcher,
especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Murphy in the box again. Takes a strike.
Ball inside.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The right fielder, number 13.
Here's Reynaldo Lopez Jr. at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Laser could be trouble. Coming home. And he's out.
Right on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Jose Siri.
Lee back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Lee. A 6'3" lefty, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. High fly ball out towards left center. Profar has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Liner snagged it first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives, and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Juan Soto. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets, but they still lead it 9-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Michael Harris the second, getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
First pitch misses.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Austin Riley.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Out of bounds right side. Alonso steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Are we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a night.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 10-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dylan Lee out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Buck Farmer.
Number 16.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher, so your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
And down on strikes he goes, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Jesse Winker will hit next. Right side. Sends it to first, and Winker is set down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark.
2 down, bases empty. Mark Vientos now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
0-2 is the count.
Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Line drive, knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. The Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now a 10-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson.
For the Braves, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this
The
one.
left
That was his
fielder,
third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Profar in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Diaz, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. The Mets up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swing and a ball line to center. Tracks it down for the out. And there are 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Albies stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Braves down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team is on such a roll. 20 wins in a row, tying the 2002 Athletics. You know, I came a year after that streak and was able to play with a lot of those guys. And I tell you what, there's some great energy when you're in an environment like that and you just want to keep on playing. You don't want to go home and leave the ballpark and leave your buddies.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I'm just